China's electric vehicles are so cheap it's scary. BYD sells a fully electric car for under $8,000. Here's how and why the West can't stop them.
Let's put the price gap in perspective. The BYD Seagull starts at $7,800. Europe's cheapest EV, the Dacia Spring, costs $20,000. The Tesla Model 3, nearly $37,000. That's almost 5 times more.
And it's not just one cheap car. BYD has an entire lineup. The Dolphin at $14,000. The Atto 3 at $18,000. The Salian 7 at $25,000. The Han at $28,000. Every single one undercuts Western rivals by thousands.
So, how is this even possible? 4 pillars. A cheaper battery. Full vertical integration. Massive government subsidies. And a domestic market so large, it bends the economics.
The battery is 35% of an electric vehicle's cost. BYD chose LFP chemistry for their Blade battery. It's 20 to 30% cheaper than the Western standard, safer, and last longer. LFP cells cost just $80 per kilowatt hour versus $118 for NMC.
And who makes the world's cells? CATL and BYD, that's who. Together, they control nearly 69% of global battery production. The rest of the world is playing catch-up.
BYD doesn't just make cars. They own the entire stack. Batteries, motors, semiconductors, even their own 4-nanometer autonomous driving chip. No supplier margins, no dependency, just vertical integration at a scale no other automaker can match.
And then there's scale. $230 billion in government subsidies. Over 13 million EVs sold in China last year. 63% of the world's EV sales. That's state-backed scale.
BYD by the numbers. 4.6 million vehicles sold. 2.26 million pure electric, overtaking Tesla. 110 billion in revenue. Overseas sales up 70%. 70 countries and counting.
BYD versus Tesla. The student beats the master. 4.6 million vehicles to Tesla's 1.6. $7,800 versus $37,000 for the cheapest car. Similar revenue, but BYD grows much faster.
But the West is building a wall. October 2023, the European Union opens an anti-subsidy probe. July 2024, provisional duties up to 38%. October 2024, tariffs locked in at 45.3%.
So where is BYD going? Where the walls aren't? Latin America? Africa? The Middle East? Southeast Asia? 70% of the world's population lives in these open markets. The US and Canada locked them out. But it doesn't matter.
BYD is building inside the walls, a factory in Hungary for Europe, Thailand, Brazil, Indonesia for the rest. And they own their own shipping fleet, 5 massive ro-ro vessels capable of moving 1 million cars a year.
Now look at the supply chain. China refines 69% of the world's lithium, 79% of the cobalt, over 90% of the graphite. Even if you mine it elsewhere, China processes it.
But cheap has a cost. China's domestic price war is brutal. Industry profit margins collapsed from 8% to under 3%. 27 brands culled. Even BYD's profit dropped 19%. Only the giants survive.
And here's the twist. These cheap cars are not cheap junk. 5 stars from Euro NCAP, every single model tested. Chinese electric vehicles match or exceed Western safety standards.
So who's playing this on Wall Street? BYD, the full vertical stack? CATL, the world's largest battery maker? NIO with battery swap. XPeng, smart driving. Li Auto, range extender leader. Leapmotor with Stellantis. And Geely, the multi-brand giant.
4 forces, 1 price shock.
Battery dominance, vertical integration, state scale, supply chain control. China's EVs are here, and they're not slowing down. Like, subscribe, and share.